Hey, what's happening? What's going on? Let me see. Okay, so let me see. I don't even know if you may hear my daughter in the background. Periscope, I don't know if I'm backwards for you. Don't know. Facebook, looks like I'm correct in making it happen. So today I'm going to share with you, you'll probably be blown away that we're just giving this away for free, but I'm going to share with you my insights on how to craft a sales funnel to bring in customers and reps into your network marketing business. So this is probably stuff. So this would be like if you bought a $2,000 course that was for internet marketers and you're a network marketer. After 40 hours of attempting to decipher what they're saying, you would come up with about half of this. So I'm just going to share with you from our insights of marketing how an actual sales funnel can work and give you some suggestions around that. I think it'll help you out. Consultants, I always have a lot of consultants that follow me. You're welcome. This will make you probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. So congrats. Go design these things out. At some point, we may offer done-for-you kind of solutions. We currently just don't have the capacity. We're focused more on our coaching and training business. But you're gonna dig this. All right, so let's just hop in because I kind of got to hurry. In that I got a webinar at noon here in about 40 minutes. It looks like you can register for it at rayhigdon.com/4-steps. That's rayhigdon.com/4-steps. It's 4 steps on growing a massive team, even if you're brand new or you're a frustrated veteran. So here you go. All right. So let's talk about what are the different elements of like a sales funnel in the network marketing space. Oh, just dropped my light. You know, I had it. I got it on this tripod all weirdly, and I should have figured that this would fall down. All right, let me fix this real quick. BRB. This is awesome. Anyway, all right, well, you're probably going to have to deal with not great lighting, but we'll get the point across. So, what do amateurs do? Okay, so amateurs, they take, we'll put this like right here, okay? So this is your MLM order page, okay? So, and I can't tell you if this lighting is going to work for you or not. I'll try my best, but just get the concepts, okay? Get the concepts. And so what will amateurs do? Amateurs will join a network marketing company and then they find out what their order page is, their sign-up page, their enrollment page, their, whatever, for someone to join as a customer, join as a rep or whatever. And they're like, oh man, you know what? I just got to get more eyeballs on this page, man. And so, they'll like drive traffic to like an order page. Now let me give you something about an order page. So an order page for almost every network marketing company suck. Okay, they suck because there's too many options. They don't have any kind of persuasion tactics or strategies. They don't have any good copywriting. They don't know how to write anything about sales. And the biggest thing is they're confusing. So I want you to just, step back in time. By the way, I'm wearing my retro Adidas. I haven't wore this since high school. I found it in my closet. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to throw this thing on. Network marketing companies, they do not specialize in copywriting. They don't specialize in psychology. They have an order form that basically is just there, right? And people can choose from it. So there's usually 52 different options. None of them are explained well. None of them are persuasive. And so if you dump people at that page without instructions, they're just not going to buy anything because a confused mind doesn't buy. So the amateur will like buy ads, or they'll do, they'll send out this page right here, right? Huge mistake, total waste of money. We'll come back to that. Now, I don't know that there's hope to get your company to improve this. I've yet to find a company that was on board with understanding that this isn't good. So you got to take the power in your hands, right? As the marketer, you got to take the power in your hands to educate people before they even see this. So I don't even want I don't even want to prospect. Now, we no longer actively build a network marketing team. We coach and train the profession. But when I was building, I didn't want people to see this page until I felt they were psychologically ready and they had very clear instructions. So I purposely would not allow someone to see this order page, to see this customer form until it was the right time. So let's kind of deconstruct, how do we get them there? Because, you know, we do eventually have to get them there, right? So first of all, you're going to need traffic, right? And there's two basic forms. You got, paid traffic, right? And you got free. Now, everyone wants free, they just don't want to do the work that it takes to do free. Okay, so free would be this Facebook Live, this Periscope, right? Let me turn this one a little bit. I got two phones rocking over here. Here we go. All right, so free would be, maybe a blog, maybe a, let me turn this to, there we go. All right, so free might be a blog, an article, a Facebook Live, a Periscope, a podcast, could be whatever, right? So free, everyone wants free. They just don't want to do the work for free, right? So they don't want to do the work that it takes to build an actual audience that will make sense for you for free, right? And so free, I'm not going to get into that a whole lot here today because we got a lot to cover and I got that webinar here shortly. But free, your most important thing around that is two things. One, be consistent, and two, build your email list. That's when free really makes a lot of sense, all right? Now, paid, how the amateur approaches paid advertising is, let me just see what this does, right? And so, they'll market like the order page, right, which is the worst thing to market. They'll say, you know what, I'm going to throw $1,000 into ads and see what it does. But the problem is they don't track it. And so at the same time they're throwing $1,000 at an ad, they're also out talking to friends. They're also marketing on social media through free methods. They're also doing this, sending everybody and everyone to the same link. So if amazingly, shockingly, someone actually joins or buys something and they make a commission, they draw the wrong conclusion. They don't know where it's from, so they assume it's from the ad. Now, maybe you posted something on your Facebook, and because you have such a great following that you had several people purchase your product, and maybe you threw $100 at an ad, but you took that same link and you posted it everywhere else, and 4 people on LinkedIn purchased, and so you threw $100 at an ad, but you made $250. You're like, bada bing, baby. Let's throw some more at that ad. Drawing a false conclusion because maybe those sales didn't come from that ad. So before you spend a dime on any ads, okay, and we spend a lot of money on ads. So last year we dropped $430,000 on Facebook ads. That's kind of a lot, right? I'm not suggesting you have to do that. You got to know how to track, right? So before you spend a dime on an ad, you need to understand the purpose of an ad. The purpose of an ad is to create the ability to spend more. To create the ability to spend more. So real companies, they don't do a TV commercial and hope for the best. They do a TV commercial as a test to see how does it generate money, okay? Does it create an increase? And if it does, okay, let's throw a little bit more, let's throw a little bit more, let's systematically test and track. You know what, this thing's working like crazy, let's throw it at it, right? And that's not just TV ads, but any kind of ads, okay? So it's testing and tracking. That's what's most important when it comes to ads. Don't bother spending a dime on an ad unless you're purposely tracking what happens because of that ad. And you know that you can track it directly to that ad, okay? That's all I'm gonna say around ads because we still got lots to cover. So, you can do ads or you can do free. What do you draw them to? What do you draw them to? Do you send them to your order page? Of course not. Do you send them to a generic video? Of course not. Do you send them to your opportunity video? Definitely not. Definitely not. You first need to get people raising their hands. So my suggestion would be create a page that is, and I just did this exact talk with one of our diamond coaching clients, Nicola Smith Jackson. Now, what she got that I just can't give you is I gave her exact word for word what to say in each of these videos. I said exactly what to say. I said exact copy. I said, here's the headlines, here's everything, right? So I gave her every single detail. Obviously, you guys are all in different companies. I can't do the same thing for each and every one of you, but I'll give you the concept that I think you can walk away with and do some implementation on your own. So this initial page captures name and email. Now, you could have phone number, optional, but name and email. I'm going to come back to how to get that phone number, okay? And what this leads with is either story or value, or both, okay? So story or value. So if let's get a little weird. So let's say that I want to be an authority in the weight loss community. Okay, so I'm part of a health and wellness network marketing company, and we do weight loss as one of our big things. So I'll give you two different angles. I'll give you a weird one that I bet would work like freaking crazy, and then I'll give you a more traditional one. So if I was going to create a page, and it might have a video, it might not. Test and track it, because we've seen some pages that do better without a video than do. Now that's counterintuitive. Most people wouldn't guess that. But story or value. So story could be, let's do value first. Okay, so value, 10 tips to lose 10 pounds before spring break. Okay, right? Who's gonna click on that? Who's gonna go and enter their information for that? So 10 super easy to implement and very affordable methods to lose 10 pounds before spring break so you look fantastic. Okay, so that would attract who I'm trying to attract. Now, am I trying to attract everybody? Of course not. That's not marketing. Now, you can prospect whoever you want. If you're at a networking meeting, prospect anyone in the room, 10-foot roll, 6-foot roll, whatever. Prospect whoever you want. Marketing is meant to be on purpose. So I'm trying to attract the exact person I'm trying to get, right? So I'm trying to find someone trying to lose weight. So, 10 cost-effective and super easy to follow methods to lose 10 pounds before spring break and look fantastic, right? So they're going to enter their name and email to get that free report, free video, whatever I want to call it. Now, that would be example of value. That's education. What would be a story? Well, I could say, now you got to be careful, as you guys know, with compliance, with advertising compliance and network marketing company compliance, you got to be careful. You can't say something like, how Joe cured his cancer. That would be horrendous for you to do, right? Don't do that. In fact, if you want to know the legal, the way I understand it, you can't use the name of a disease with the name of a network marketing company product in the same sentence, okay? So kind of strict there. But what if I wanted to be a little wacky? What if I said, how Becky got her boyfriend back? The 5 steps Becky took to get her boyfriend back, right? And one of them was lose weight. Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just being a little different, right? And so I could come up with a lot of different things. How Linda showed up at her high school reunion and the jaws dropped because she looked so good, right? I could come up with a bunch of different stories. Okay, so obviously make sure they're true or whatever. Have some stories, testimonials. For example, I was just sharing this with somebody. If you're in like financial services, how Linda was denied for her car loan, but quickly discovered a secret that allowed her to get that the loan that she needed to drive her away in her dream car, right? Whatever. Come up with some kind of story or value. Okay, then so that creates a lead. That creates a lead. Now, if you have an optional phone number on there and they enter their phone number, call them. Imagine that. When I was calling my leads, people were like, oh my God, I've entered my information on 1 million websites and no one's ever called me. So I used to joke in network marketing circles, I'm like, hey, call your leads or I will. Because I was a hammer on the phone. I'm like, I'm going to call my leads. Why not? This is someone wanting my stuff. Why wouldn't I call them? So call them if they do. This leads to a precursor. Now, this is where lazy network marketers drop the ball. They don't create this. They don't create it, okay? So what they would do is they would say, learn ground floor opportunity to make $1 bajillion in this patent pending blah, blah, blah. And they would take them directly to like a stupid order form or something. Just ridiculous, right? Which will never, ever work. Ever, ever work, right? Even if someone is hunting for your company, they ain't going to join from that. So you need a precursor. Now this precursor, it fulfills the promise. Okay, so it says, if you said 10 tips on how Becky got in, beach body shape or whatever, then you're fulfilling the promise. You're saying, hey, do this, 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 and this. Da, 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 da. My test for you to do for yourself is, something's of value if they get value, if they walk away with something, whether they buy or not. So if all your education is only realized if they purchase, then that's not value. Okay, that's not value. Okay, so like when we do a webinar, a lot of times we'll do a webinar and we'll teach, some really, really good stuff, and then we'll offer something for people that want to dive deeper. The test we always ask ourselves is, did someone walk away with something that was beneficial, whether they buy that thing or not? So let me give you an example. So again, let's do health and wellness. Like let's say I'm in a protein shake, a yummy shake company, right? So I got my yummy shakes, they're delicious, they're awesome, they're the best in the market. And so I say, hey, here's how to gain muscle and lose fat so you have more lean body mass. Enter your information to learn below. And you enter your information, and in that I say, okay guys, first of all, you're gonna need hydrolyzed whey protein. That's the best protein on the market. You're going to need this and this and this. And all I'm doing is explaining things that are inside my container. That's not value. If everything I'm teaching, the only way to realize that benefit is to purchase, then that's not value. But if I teach you that resting 35 seconds between sets will allow your muscles enough, whatever, oxidation or whatever to blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's value. Whether they buy my protein, my yummy shake or not, they walked away with some kind of benefit. That's a good thing. That's value. That's the difference, okay? So, something about it. So in this precursor, you're going to fulfill your promise, fill them in on the details of the story, give them the value, tell them, the different things that are going to impact them, and then say, hey, are they ready to join? No, they're not. They're not ready to join yet. So I'm still not pushing them over here. I'm still not doing it. What I'm going to do is I want to segment the lead at that point. I want to get them to raise their hand. So I'm going to do this information. Okay. I'm still at this point. I haven't shared my company name and I won't. I don't want to share. Now, I know many network marketers, they have their company name all over their social media, right? Think about this. I have them opt in. I give them a video. I still haven't mentioned my company name. I'm not going to do it. Why give away my power? Because as soon as I say grapety grape, all they're going to do is Google grapety grape, grapety grape. Oh, I see some guy in North Dakota says it's a scam. No thanks, right? So I'm not going to give away my power. I'm going to hold it. I got it in my wallet. It's hidden. It's written in Sanskrit and folded up, and no one knows, right? It's top secret. And so I'm giving them the value. I'm sharing with them the story, or both. Okay, and then I'm saying, hey, if you're someone that wants to get some of the benefit that Linda got, or if you're someone that wants to learn more and connect with me personally, then fill out the information below and I'll connect with you. Now, there may be a little form down below that says, name, email, phone number, number one thing I hope to accomplish, number one struggle I'm having in my blank. And by the way, this, I'm suggesting it'll be easier if you do around your product or service than your opportunity. Now, I know you're looking for business builders. You're like, Ray, I need business builders. I got it. You can connect with them after this step and talk to them about your opportunity. The problem is, if you lead everything, if everything is around how Joe made $1 million, you're competing with so many people. So many people are immune to the money message, right? So it is tougher if you're leading with your opportunity, in my opinion, okay? Now, you can connect with them on the phone and tell them all about the opportunity. That would be my suggestion. So you're getting them, you're asking them, what's your name, phone number. All this person is doing is saying, hey, I'm a red hot lead. I'm a red hot lead. Now, if we stopped there, this would be an extremely effective funnel for you. However, when they click this little submit button, okay, when they enter their information, click submit, I would take them to another page and just say, hey, we received your information. We'll be reaching out shortly. But hey, in the meantime, you know, people that have interest in blank, losing weight, improving their credit score, improving their hair, skin, and nails, whatever, right? Whatever benefit that you led with as far as value or story. Hey, those who have interest in that, you may enjoy this video that talks about a company that we actually work very closely with. And so right there, I may have an opportunity video. I may have a generic video for the company. But keep in mind, I do not introduce it yet. I don't introduce it, okay? So I may have. Now, if this was a very specific funnel, so if this was, if I'm targeting realtors, then I may not even have a generic company video there. I may have a video just for realtors, okay? Just talking realtors. Relevancy, very, very powerful. Custom relevancy, there's nothing like it, okay? Now, if I have the video here, the company video, okay, which is what most people send everyone to, okay, which is fine in most cases, but in marketing, it's not fine. You need to be more custom, you need to be more relevant. So, if I have them, you know, watch this video, here's what I won't do. Now, here's what every network marketer does. Every network marketer has a little button, enroll now, join here, which goes where? Which goes to here, which is confusing, sucks, isn't converting, isn't persuasive, way too many options, doesn't work, okay? This does not work. Instead of having that button right there, have a second video. This second video does screenshots of this page right here. And it says, hey, if you watch the above video and you really like what you see and you'd like to become a customer or you'd like to join the opportunity, here's how you do it. First of all, go to blah, blah, blah.com, which is this page, okay? You're going to see a page with 52 different options. Here's the good news. You don't need 49 of them. All you need is this option right here. It's located in the upper left-hand corner, not the first one, but the second one, okay? All you got to do is click that little button. Click the little check mark, okay? Ignore the next 13 checks, okay? And then down at the bottom on I authorize you to blah, 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 click that as well. You have to instruct them how to actually manipulate this page, how to operate this page, because it's not intuitive ever, and it's way too confusing with way too many options. So you need to tell them this. Now, here's the reality, okay? So this is your custom video that talks them through this, okay? Here's the reality. Most people won't do it. Now, we've recruited hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people using the internet, using things like this, okay? Very, very similar strategies, okay? Most people won't do it. Why? Because network marketing is more of a personal business. The majority, I would say 95% of the people my wife or I ever recruited came from this, us connecting with them over the phone. In fact, I actually didn't really like people signing up automatically. And you know why? The reason why I actually didn't like this, okay, I didn't like someone clicking enroll and typing in their information and bada bing, they signed up automatically. I didn't like it because I didn't want them to have that expectation. Most people aren't going to have the wherewithal to create all this or hire someone to do all this for them, okay? Most people aren't going to do that. And so I didn't want someone to think, oh, I'm just going to do magic internet marketing and then I'll be rich, right? I didn't want it to be that way. I actually wanted to connect with them and hear them out, feel them out, answer some questions, and get them enrolled over the phone. That's what I actually preferred. There you go. So what do you think? That helpful? Is that a little different? Should we charge for this or what? But there you go. Consultants, you're welcome. Go make lots of money. And network marketers, hopefully this helps you out with the psychology of what to do with a cold lead, what to do on the internet to get more people into your team. Don't send them here like everyone else, and don't send them to some crazy company page that has 50 different options on it, right? Think about it psychologically, okay? If you go back and look at your order form, I want you to erase your 40 years of knowledge of your company and just ask yourself, if you were seeing it for the first time, would you know what to do? The answer is you wouldn't. So anyway, I got to run. Jump on the webinar with me if you would like. If you want to grow your team, rayhigdon.com/4/steps. We're going to be starting at noon Eastern today, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.